welcome back to my channel. It's Brittany. We're in a weird looking location today. That's because I'm at my grandparents' house, but that's because I can only film this video on the day of the upload, hence this Friday, because today's video, as you can tell by the title, is I'm going to be listening to Ariana Grande's new album, Sweetener. It just came out today, so I'm going to listen to it live and fresh for you guys. I'm gonna actually be wearing headphones because I can only use like 10 seconds per each song to try and get this video not copyrighted. We will see, if not, oh well. But I'm going to be listening to all the songs on the new album except for the 3 that have already been released. We've already heard them, they've already been out. If you haven't heard it by now, then you've been missing out because I like all 3 of them, and now we're gonna listen to the rest. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm actually really excited for this because I'm a big fan of Ariana Grande. You know, I've been watching her since Victorious days, and I've always loved her albums and her songs, so I have high hopes for this one as well. You know, it's been promoted to death. Oh, they're all there. And I'm just gonna go in order. So the first one is Raindrops, parentheses, An Angel Cried.
When raindrops fell down from the sky, the day you left me.
I mean, she has amazing vocals. There's no doubt about that. I didn't realize this song is only like 30 seconds, but it was a true, so that was the full song already, and that was just like a true testament showing her vocals. I can see why it's the first one because it's just like short and sweet. This is Borderline featuring Missy Elliott. I'm a big Missy Elliott fan, so I have really high hopes for this one as well. I have high hopes for everything.
Let's go. Baby,
I'm feeling this one. The beats in this album are the most different that I've seen from Ariana compared to anything that she's had before, but I'm not mad about it. Like, I like a lot of it. I'm not gonna even like... I wish that in this song there was more like hard hitting points, because it's a high note definitely, but it feels like one high hitting note. I wish there was like a little bit more difference.
I'm like, you got me so on a chase, got me feeling so out of place. Think about you all.
Okay, Missy Elliott's part was not my favorite I've ever heard from her. She almost sounded like too chill. The song just has this like, it's like poppin', but it just has like a really chill vibe to it. I don't really love Missy Elliott's part. I've definitely heard way better from her, but if I had to rate this one, I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Still really good, but I don't see it being like a radio one. Breathin' with no G at the end.
You take my cares away. I can so overcomplicate. People tell me to medicate.
We're like 20 seconds in. I think this one might have the potential to be on the radio. I like this one a lot. I love this one. This one's so good. Okay, so big fan of Breathin'. I would definitely say it's not as good as No Tears Left to Cry. Of course, once you start to overplay that one, you don't like it as much, but when it first came out. But in comparison, Breathin' is so good. I really like it. The beat is just the right flow. The way she sings in it is like, oh, so good. I would give this one a 9 out of 10. This one will definitely be added to my playlist, and I see the potential of this one being on the radio as well. That's always, you know, a good thing for artists. This next one is The Coveted, Pete Davidson. It's only 1 minute and 13 seconds, so we will see. But she named a song after her fiance. That's a pretty big move. You don't hear any songs named after Mac Miller, so.
In my mind, no better place all the time. How they align. Universe must have my back. Up on the sky into my lap. And then
Okay, so this one definitely sounded like more kind of classic Ariana style with the beats and stuff. But I honestly did not really see a purpose for this song. Definitely it's dedicated to her fiance, so I can see why, you know, it's inspired by him, I guess would be the point. But I just don't really see this as a song being played that much by people. Definitely not a radio tune, but it definitely is probably sentimental to the two of them, which I can see why it's on there. But not that it was bad in any sort of way, it just like wasn't something that I'm gonna be like, oh, let me play the song Pete Davidson. It's just not for me. I would probably give this like a 4.5, 5 out of 10 because it wasn't bad, you know, and you heard good vocals from her, but it just wasn't even, you know. The next is Better Off. Ironically, comes after the song named after her fiance, so.
You keep me in your orbit. Well, I know I'm a hard one to please. Give it too much importance. My love will have your faults on your knees.
I'm just kind of like not really having much emotions towards this song, really. Not to say that it's bad. I definitely think this song is good. It's more on like the mellow, chiller side. No like crazy chorus. But I definitely think this is not really the song for me. I think this is going to be more of a really good breakup song, honestly. Like when girls are going through a breakup, this is the song they're going to play because it's talking about like you're being better off without the guy and stuff like that. So I see that as being the really good use for that song. But it just wasn't really like 100% my cup of tea. I didn't love it per se. It was still really good. I would probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10, probably, you know, 7 around there because it was still good. And this one, I think it's becoming this new wave of Ariana where she has these different kind of beats in the background that you don't really expect from her, I almost would say. So I like that she's pushing that ground and breaking that barrier compared to what she typically does, which I would say that song is a really good example of. Next one comes after Better Off. Oh, turns out I did not go in order, it just randomly shuffled. Okay, this one's called Good Night and Go. Not and, N, so.
Tell me why you gotta look at me that way. You know what it does to me. So baby, what you trying to say? Lately
I do like this. I don't love it, but I do like it a lot. The chorus is more like pop radio-esque style. Okay, so this one is definitely more typical Ariana. I would say it's good but not great. I do see the potential of this one being on the radio too, just because the chorus has that pop feel that everyone really likes, so I'm not entirely sure. I didn't like the first like 10 seconds, the way it opened. It like sounded like weird. What? I'm filming.
I know.
Well, I'm
coming
filming.
to take a nap.
Can you wait like 10 minutes, please?
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, it has that pop jazzy feel that I can see with the radio really liking. But I'm not, I don't know, I'm just not 100% sold on the song. I don't think I'll be adding it to my playlist. But this was like a good 7, 7.5 out of 10. I'm hoping the rating system is like helping you make sense of how I feel about these songs, because it's like I don't not like them, but I don't like love them either. So this one was kind of in the middle for me. Maybe if I listen to it a few more times, I think I will end up liking it more. The next one is, Blazed. Blazed, featuring Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is a pretty good, let's see what, let's just play. Oh, I like the way this one starts. It has that very typical Pharrell Williams beat that you'll hear, which I think adds to helping the different style Ariana is like trying to hit. I'm a fan though, I like this one. Okay, I definitely do quite like this one a lot. It definitely has more of a Pharrell Williams. It has his twist on it, the way you would expect to hear his kind of music more than like Ariana's taste. But I still think the song is good between the two of them. I don't know if they've ever worked together before, but I do like this. I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. I wish the chorus was just like a little bit better. She just says never let go, never let you go, something like that over and over. So it's nothing really like great chorus wise, but I still really like this song. It's enjoyable to listen to. It's one of the more like higher up ones that I've liked on the album so far. Okay, the next one is Rem, or R-E-M. I'm not sure. We'll see when I listen to the song which it's gonna be, if she even says it. Let's get into it. I'm not the biggest fan of this beat. Okay, the REM represents REM sleep. This one I'm not exactly sure how to feel about it. I do like it. Again, I like all of these songs. It's not that I don't like them. I'm just like trying to like critique them a little bit, like articulate how I feel. This one's more on like the mellow tone. I'm not gonna even lie. This one would be good like for late at night. REM sleep, I guess. It definitely has, like, if you could try and picture what REM sleep would sound like, this has that vibe to it. This is like getting at it. I like it. I don't really love it per se. I don't really see this being on the radio, but it's still decent. I don't think this is gonna be one I'm gonna add really to my playlist though. Like, it's not bad in any way. Like, I hope everyone is not taking this as like, oh, I don't like this song, I don't like Ariana. I just like don't love this song, and I don't think it's gonna be one that I add to my playlist, but I know there are people out there who will. So I would probably give this like a 5 out of 10. Like, it's nothing special, but it's not bad either. Okay, the next one is called Get Well Soon. Oh my god, this one's 5 minutes. Ooh. This sounds like classic Ariana beats as well. It starts to pick up later on in the song. The first like minute and a half, 2 minutes is all kind of like the same low beat. The second half gets better. The second half sounds more like new Ariana Grande, more of like a mix, if that's what I'm trying to get at, I think. Overall, this is just a really long song where it doesn't really seem to have like high fluctuating differences, which made it kind of hard to like get through a little bit. I did pause a little early. Not that it wasn't good, it just was like so long at such the same beat that it's kind of like... Okay, so 2 things have changed. 1, there's been a time jump because my battery died, so it cut me off from the previous clip and I really need to let my battery charge. So here we are now. And 2, different location. I'm in my uncle's room now because my grandma, as you saw before, she came to take a nap. So she's taking her nap now, so I had to change locations. So let's get back into it. I'm not going to even continue talking about the other song just because I think I talked about it enough. I'm hoping. So let's just get back into it. So the next song, the coveted name of the album title, Sweetener. So let's get into that. This one is definitely very different. The chorus is good too. I'm not mad about it. I actually really like this one a lot. Usually I feel like the names of like albums and stuff like that tend to not be their like most popular song or like anything like that, and I don't think this is gonna be the most popular song on the album, but I like the beats that she does with this one. I like the way like it goes. I'm gonna be adding this one to my playlist. I already know that, just because it's like a little different, but it's still, I almost feel like, I've said this about a different song before, but it's like the classic Ariana mixed with like the new. I feel like you're getting both vibes on this album. It's almost her transition a little bit. So I'm a really big fan of Sweetener. Now we are on to Successful. I haven't said anything yet about this song. I just don't really have any thoughts yet. I think this is probably my least favorite one off the album so far anyway. I honestly don't even really know how to explain this song so much. This like soundtrack is different. I could almost see it being used in like a Super Mario Party game as like a level round or something like that, like course, the board, like the, you get what I'm saying. I don't know, it's probably my least favorite. Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be my least favorite on the album. I just don't think it's my taste. I think this one's kind of trying to broaden out a little bit, but it's just didn't really, like, I sat here not saying much most of the time because I really did not know how to feel about it. We are now on to Every Time. Ooh, ooh, I keep looking in the viewfinder. Ooh. wasn't bad. I like this one. This feels more like classic Ariana. I feel like I've been saying classic, new so much, but I do feel like there is a difference that you can tell between her older music and some of her newer. The longer I listen to this one, I like it better. Every Time actually ended up being really good. That's like in my top 3 songs that I like. I'm a big fan of it. And I think I'm gonna be adding that one to my playlist. It's just, I feel like a really good subtle classic Ariana, and it just kind of feels more like her roots and things like that. Not to say that I don't like her new style as well, but this one I feel like I'm more of a classic Ariana girl, which is why I really like it. Okay, so that, I did not realize that was the last song. That is every song except for the ones that she already pre-released. So the ones that I am going to be adding to, I take the headphone out now. The ones I'm going to be adding to my playlist that I'm probably going to be listening to on repeat is Blazed featuring Pharrell Williams. I really like that beat. It's very poppy. I can see that being on the radio. Sweetener, that one's very my vibe. I just like the way she sings in it, and that one is one of my tops. Every Time, at first I wasn't sure when I first started listening to it, but the longer I listened to the song, the longer I liked it and the more I was into it. So I'm gonna be adding that one. And then probably my top song on the whole album, which is Breathin'. That one just really spoke to me from the beginning. I really like that one, and I see huge potential for that song. I hope she does a music video for that one, and that is my best. And not to say that I, again, don't like any of the others. This is not like a diss video on Ariana. They are all great. I just don't think they are my taste, and this is just, you know, for the video for me reacting to them. So, all in all, that was Ariana's new album, Sweetener. And if you guys liked this video and you liked watching me, then you should press that subscribe button down below. It would mean so much, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!